And this portion of the KC Crew podcast is brought to you by Morgan and Morgan. Injured in a car crash, slip and fall, or on the job, you need a law firm that's big enough to challenge the largest insurance companies and corporations. Morgan and Morgan has nearly 500 attorneys throughout the country, and they've recovered billions of dollars for clients like you. Get America's largest personal injury law firm to fight for you with no upfront costs. And it's free unless they win. Visit forthepeople.com. And this portion of the KC Crew podcast is brought to you by HarperCollins Children's. A Good Kind of Trouble is a novel for kids ages 8 to 12 by Lisa Moore Ramey. It's about a 12-year-old Shayla who's trying to get through 7th grade while also finding out what her black identity means to her. Angie Thomas, New York Times bestselling author of The Hate U Give, says the book is full of heart and truth. A Good Kind of Trouble is available wherever books are sold. What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
And I am Gia Casey.
And this is another edition of the KC Crew.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome, guys. Let's get this podcast started. All right. Now let's give a little a background of what's going on. Mm-hmm. Now, Logan, my son, he's 15 years old. He is grounded right now.
Yes, he is. He's been grounded.
He's been grounded for a while, and he's grounded because
not because of the lights this time.
No, not because of the lights.
Nothing to do with leaving the lights on.
I don't like the way he's been talking to people. His sister, his siblings, his other brothers and smaller sisters. Mm-hmm. Sometimes Irma the nanny. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you. Mm-hmm. And I don't like the way that he talked to him. So we tried to have a family conversation, a family meeting.
Yeah, we had a family meeting about a week and a half ago. To
just talk about everything. We have this every once in a while where everybody could get their feelings off, how they feel about me, mom, and how we talk about everybody. But just in a way where we can just really, really just converse and communicate and try to get everything out.
Yeah, being the parents of teenagers, we think that it's important that we can come together and everybody can be open and honest about their thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So we had a come to Jesus moment here in our bed.
Right.
You and I were at the headboard. They were at the footboard. And the meeting was about how long? 2 hours?
About 2 hours.
About a 2 hour long conversation where they let us know what they would like improvement upon, and we let them know the same.
Okay. All right. So that was was it right before Mother's Day or after Mother's Day?
Before
Mother's Day.
It was right. Wait. It was right before Mother's Day.
Before Mother's Day. All right. So Mother's Day, that was Saturday.
So we probably had this meeting that Friday.
So Saturday we went out to Great Adventure.
Yes, and everything was perfect.
Saturday,
Logan was an angel.
Yep, so everything was perfect. Then Sunday came, which was Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. And Logan and his sister kind of was going back and forth in the car. Mm-hmm. Just didn't see eye to eye.
Yeah, we were on our way out to celebrate.
Very nasty. We were on our way to see my mom. And
we went out to Queens to visit your mom, and then we were going to spend the rest of the day celebrating.
Just having fun. We decided on Mother's Day, Gia really didn't want to necessarily celebrate as a mom, but wanted to celebrate family style. So we went bowling.
Well, that to me, that was celebrating as a mom.
Right.
You know, you wanted to do something extravagant and show me how much you love me. And really what I wanted to do was spend the day with my family.
Correct.
Actually, I wanted to make a weekend out of it. On Saturday, I wanted to go to Great Adventure,
Correct.
which is Six Flags. And then the next day I wanted to go and visit your mom and then spend the rest of the day. I actually wanted to go bowling.
Yeah, we were supposed to go bowling.
As a family.
We were supposed to go to jump around or whatever it's called.
A trampoline park. Sky Zone.
We were supposed to do a bunch of things. Maybe go to the movies and then later on go to hibachi because the younger kids have never been to hibachi yet.
Yeah, I'm a little over hibachi, but the kids...
Fire. They
fire.
Yeah,
Madison and Logan, when they were younger, they were like, can we go to see fire?
Right, that was their thing. So we were going to take the little kids to go, but we didn't make it there. We went bowling and...
I was frustrated.
He was frustrated.
I wanted to go home.
Logan was acting like a dick to his sister.
Awesome.
Acting like a dick to all of them, I would say. And we got into some words. Mm-hmm. I told him about himself. I might have yoked him up a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then Monday was our anniversary. Mm-hmm. All right. So now during our anniversary, again, I went and got a massage, and Irma was off because Irma's birthday is our anniversary.
Yes. And for the past 2 years, Irma has worked on her birthday so that we could go out and celebrate our anniversary. So this year we said, you know what? Why don't you go off and celebrate your birthday and we'll hold the fort down?
Correct.
And her grandmother was actually coming in from Ecuador on Mother's Day. So I told her that she could take that day off. And then the day before, which was Saturday, she had a communion.
Right.
So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Irma was off. So it was just us with the kids. So I think that since there was no one there to offset the tension and it was just all of us together constantly, I think that kind of maybe amplified the effect of Logan's attitude.
Okay. All right. So he had a huge attitude, I would say.
A huge attitude.
So now fast forward Monday, it's our anniversary. I set up some massages for both of us for our anniversary. We go to get a massage. Now, Logan is 15, so, he can't drive, and Irma wasn't here. So I asked Madison, Maddie, can you pick up Logan from school? She said, sure, Dad, I'll do it for you. So that was the first problem. So as soon as I get out of the massage parlor, Madison's calling and was like, hey, Dad, I just wanted to let you know that, Logan's not acting very nice. I said, what happened? He was like, I went to go pick him up. And Logan has horrible service at his school. So he was like, when I called, he didn't answer. I called and called and called. He didn't answer. I can't text Dad because I can't drive and text. I can only use the Bluetooth. Then when I got out there, he didn't come outside. He knew I was picking him up and he just left me out there for a while. I said, okay. I said, all right, I'll take care of it when I get home. We got home.
And then she said that when she got home, he didn't say thank you.
Yeah, when he picked up, he didn't say thank you.
Him up.
Yeah, don't say nothing yet. You just be quiet, boy.
We have Logan here.
Yeah, Logan is here.
What's up?
So then we get home and I said, you know what? I'm not going to deal with it today. I'll deal with it tomorrow. It's our anniversary. So now we got the baby. So I'm
not for nothing. You had an attitude on our anniversary because of Logan.
Right. Correct.
Don't act like, I said I'm going to deal with it tomorrow. No, you dealt with it.
At first I didn't have an attitude. Let me get to the part where I had an attitude. So I didn't have an attitude. I was like, you know what? I'll deal with it later. So I went downstairs and now the kids are home. They have to eat. Now we have a rule when the kids eat, somebody has to be there. An adult has to be there just in case they choke, just in case anything happens. So Madison said, Dad, I have some homework. Logan can watch the babies while they eat and I'll, wash them up and get them dressed for bed. And that way you guys can enjoy anniversary time. So we said, okay, cool. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for helping. You're so thoughtful, Madison.
So now mind you, when I get the food.
Don't look at me.
When I went to get the food, Logan comes downstairs and says, what's up, Dad? I said, what's up, Log? And that was it. All of a sudden I hear beep, 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 beep. As, just show that somebody's walking in the house or walking out the house. So Logan, I guess Logan walks outside. So I'm thinking, well, maybe Logan is getting the dog or maybe he's grabbing something from the car. I'm not thinking anything about it. So then I'm like, all right, well, let me get, I get the kids food. I set up their food and everything. And I'm like, all right, well, let me get Logan.
You came upstairs.
I came upstairs.
You said, Gia, have you seen Logan?
Yeah. First I look all over the house. I'm upstairs, downstairs, in the attic, in the basement. I'm in crevices. I'm like, where the heck is Logan?
Crevices.
Right. So then I go to Gia. I say, have you seen Logan?
Though?
Crevices. I said, have you seen Logan? And she says,
no.
I said, all right, well, let me check the camera. I said, let me just check the camera and see if maybe somebody kidnapped him or what's going on.
He got into one of those crevices that you couldn't find?
Maybe. So when I go on the camera, I see that his trainer came. Mercedes. His trainer came, picked him up and took him to training. I'm like, I said, babe, did Logan tell you he was going to training? And you said?
No.
I said, I didn't hear anything. I said, well, did he say goodbye?
And I said, no.
I said, Madison, did you know Logan was going to training? She said, no. I said, okay. So I called Logan's phone. He doesn't answer, right? Because he's on the court playing basketball. So I called Mercedes and I said, hey, is Logan around you? He was like, she's playing basketball. She was like, he's playing basketball. I said, yo, call him off the court right now.
She was like, off the court?
Yeah, I said,
you were like, yeah, off the court.
Yeah. So, I had a nice little friendly conversation.
There was nothing friendly about it.
I said, my G, you just walk out without saying hello, goodbye, or tell me what you're doing. You just walk out the house like it's your fucking house. Is that what you do?
No, actually, you said like you paid the bills in this mother trucker.
I said, you pay the bills in this motherfucker? I said, I need to know. Because the way you walking around this motherfucker, you make me feel like you paying the bills. And maybe I should tell you when I'm walking in and out. And he goes, well, Dad, somebody let Mercedes in the gate, so I figured you knew. I said, you figured I knew? I said, even if I fucking knew, you walk out the house and don't say, all right, Dad, I'm going to training. I'll see you in a little bit. Yep. You don't say nothing to your mother. You just walk out this motherfucker like you own it. I said, okay. All right, banged it on him, hung up, right? So now I get really upset, right?
Okay, that's when the attitude started.
That's when the attitude
in the house started.
I couldn't believe that I gave this kid a chance and he's still, failing himself.
Wait, Logan wants to say something.
I would like to say something.
No, don't say nothing yet.
He keeps looking at me like he wants to say something. Like, Mommy, please, let me say something.
I woke up. I forget how I woke up.
Let's finish the story first, and then he can say whatever he wants to say, right? So then we get to. So now I'm mad. right? So what I do is I walk in his room and I fuck his room up, flip everything, mattresses, you name it. Everything's all over the place.
I mean, let's say what you really did. You took a baseball bat.
I was going to get to that. No, because I flipped everything first. I flipped the mattresses. I fucked his bedroom up, right?
And Logan said, but Mom, I don't understand how he flipped the entire bed. I don't know how my bed was on its dresser.
Yeah, I was pissed off, right? So then I was mad because I was like, when he get home, he's got to clean all that. I want him to stay up all night cleaning. Then I got back in the bed and I was still mad. Still mad. I was like, that's not enough. So shout to the radio station that we're in Louisville. They gave me a Louisville Slugger bat, a big black wooden bat with all our names in it. So I said, okay. I said, you know what? Let me go get that bat. So I went and got the bat and I said, let me look around. I said, his computer, right? So I grabbed,
No.
Well, let me finish the story.
Then you came back into the room.
Let me tell you. So I lined up his computer and his monitors right side by side, right in front of him. And I said, when he comes home, I'm going to fuck all that shit up right in front of him. So I locked all the doors in the house so that way he couldn't get in the house without me knowing, because I fall asleep. And if I fall asleep, he's lucky. So I was like, I'm going to lock every door in this house and put chains on the doors. So that way, well, not literally chains, but lock all the doors. So that way he has to ring the bell to get in or has to call me to get in. So then I walk into bed and you're like, well, are you all right? Because you see me breathing hard. And I was like, no. And I told you, I said, when he comes in, I'm fucking up all his shit. And you was like, no, you're not. And I was like, yes, I am. And now me and you got into an argument.
Yeah.
Right? Because he was like, no, you're not. That's just stupid. Why would you do that? You're going to have to pay for another one. I said, I ain't paying for shit.
Well,
he'll never have another computer again in his life.
Here's the thing. Logan is obsessed with Fortnite. So for Christmas, he didn't want anything. He literally didn't want anything. He said, now, I don't want to just talk about the bad, because here goes some of the good. And I'm looking at you, Logan. At Christmas, he said, you know what, Mom? I go to private school right now. I don't really need any clothes because I wear a uniform. There's nothing that I really want. Why don't you take whatever you were going to spend on me for Christmas and just give it to my siblings? And I was overwhelmed. Like, wow. I said, you really don't want anything? And he said, no, nothing at all. There's nothing in this whole wide world that I want. So we found some things to give him for Christmas that we thought he'd appreciate. But his birthday is 3 days later, December 28th. So we decided that since he loves Fortnite so much, we would get him a whole new gaming system.
Correct.
A whole hard drive, a monitor, a dope mouse, dope keyboard, stuff that lights up and looks really cool, a whole new desk, a gaming chair, just a whole situation for him to enjoy playing his game.
Right.
So Rashawn came in here talking about it's all lined up. I got the bat ready and I'm about to let it all out on his equipment.
Correct.
So I said, no, you're not. And he said, yes, I am. I said, yeah, but no, you're not. He said, yes, I am. I said, oh, so that's how we deal with each other in this house? You're just going to tell me what you're going to do? You're just going to go and ruin a whole situation that we paid for and I have no say in that? And then I was like, all right, well, then don't talk to me. So then I turned over and I faced the wall, the opposite direction from him.
Right.
Then he was like, we could talk about it.
Right.
So then my point of view was this. Right now, you're angry, you're miserable, you're upset. Logan is this little MFer in your mind, the way that you're looking at him.
Right.
I said, but in 2 or 3 weeks, when the dust settles and the world is clear, you're going to be upset. And you're going to be like, damn, now, he doesn't have his favorite hobby to utilize anymore. And, I think I'm just going to go out and buy him another gaming system, which would be a waste of, if you guys have kids that game, you know how much that stuff costs.
Correct.
So I said, in that case, it would just be a waste of all that money. And then you're just going to turn around and repurchase it. No, he's going to have to repurchase it with his own money.
That's right.
I said, yeah, but it's not really going to go down like that. And I know it's not going to go down like that. And I said, if you want to ruin it, I'd rather you take it and donate it. Let's do a giveaway. Let's give it away. But you're not going to take a bat to it and ruin it so nobody can use, because that is the true definition of a waste.
Correct.
He didn't necessarily agree. I talked him into my way of thinking. So he said this to me. He said, you know what? It's all about the principle.
Correct.
Of me destroying the stuff in front of him because I want him to feel it. Like, feel it.
I want him to know I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
You
and Logan
that?
knows because and Logan knows because he's had iPhones destroyed. He's had all types of, so I think he knows that you don't give a bleep, right?
Right.
Okay.
Understood.
So anyway, he said, all right, compromise. How about I just destroy the monitor in front of him so that he feels it, because the monitor in relation to the rest of the gaming system wasn't expensive. I didn't like it, but in, the sense of compromise, I said, okay, we can compromise with you just destroying the monitor, because that's something that Logan can afford to work or reach into his savings and
he got some money now. He got to buy another one.
Replace himself. So go ahead.
So Logan comes home. He rings the doorbell just like I said, and when he comes, I come to the door with the baseball bat. You remember?
Yep.
Into the mic, bro.
Yep.
And then we had a nice walk to his room, a slow walk. Logan was scared. He was like 20 feet behind me.
No, I was downstairs. I was in the kitchen at first.
Here's a whole staircase behind you.
And then you said something. I'm like, I have to go upstairs. So I went upstairs.
I told him to leave his phone right there. And he walked, and I told him, you ever walk out this house again without talking to me like he owns this house, like he pays the bills, I'm going to fuck his ass up. And then I put the bat to his computer crazy, to the monitors. And I threw the bat on the floor. I said, now clean all this shit up before you go to sleep. Right? Mm-hmm. And then I came in here and went to sleep. I woke up in the morning like I usually do, like 4:15 in the morning. And I walked down there, and there was a note on the vacuum cleaner.
This is pretty funny, Logan.
On the vacuum cleaner?
You understood, right? You understood why.
The vacuum
right?
cleaner,
Yes.
It was like, Dear Dad, I picked up all the big pieces of glass, but I didn't want to use the vacuum because I didn't want to wake up the house or wake up the kids in the house.
Because Brooklyn's right under me.
Right. Now, what he should have said was he should have walked in here last night and was like, Dad, do you want me to use the vacuum? But he didn't. He did this. So I woke his ass up at 4:15. I said, vacuum this motherfucker up. He was like, but I'm going to wake up the house. I said, well, the whole house is about to be up. Mm-hmm. He vacuumed that motherfucker. He woke the whole house up. Right? Uh-huh. So he's been on punishment for the last, 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
No, this is since Mother's Day.
This
so
is 11 days and like 15 hours.
11 days and 15 hours, right?
So like a week and a half.
To the point where he didn't even know what time it is because I took his cable box.
You took the hard drive out. You took the cable boxes. You took his phone.
Mm-hmm. He has nothing. The only thing he could do is go to school. He could work out and do his homework. That's it.
And go to practice.
Mm-hmm. So, Gia yesterday was like, well, it's been 11 days.
Well, no. Okay.
Maybe
so after that,
changed.
no. So after that, I think, Logan, was it the next day?
What do you mean?
That we had that long talk in the bed.
Yeah, the next day.
So he comes in here and he's all nice, nice
He wants
and
to get a
sweet.
punishment.
Lays in the bed.
Oh, of course.
And he gets around to asking me, so Mom, how long am I on punishment?
Uh-huh.
And my answer is like my famous answer, until. He's like, until what? I said, until we feel satisfied that you've changed.
Right.
And not just changed for a day, changed for a week, changed for a month, and then you start resorting back to your nasty ways. Like change. Like
Correct.
You understand that this behavior is not acceptable. And if you engage in it, like it's going to not just be problems, it's going to be problems.
Correct.
Oh no, Mom, I understand. No, I don't really think that you understand. So when we feel well, how long do you think that's going to take for you to feel satisfied? I said, I won't know until I'm satisfied. You're laughing?
Yeah. I remember.
So I won't know until I'm satisfied.
So
he's like, we talking about a month? I said, it could be 2 months.
It could be the whole summer.
He said, well, what do you expect from me? And I told him that he needs a reprogramming. Because ever since Logan was 3 years old, he's had a hot button.
Yeah.
And his hot button is that he explodes when he feels as though he's not being treated fairly.
Correct.
And in this house, he feels as though Madison is the favorite.
Correct.
Particularly with you. Do you feel as though Madison's my favorite?
Oh, your favorite? No.
Okay. Do you feel as though I have a favorite?
Yes.
Who do you think is my favorite?
Me.
Okay, so I don't have a favorite, but you feel as though Daddy has a favorite.
Yes.
And part of our conversation was me explaining to him that it's not that you have a favorite. I explained to you that Madison engages more with Daddy. Madison will come home. Hey, Dad, hugs and kisses. Do you need anything? You need help with anything? You need me to run to the store and get you anything? Oh, you're going to clean the garage? Hey, Dad, you need any help cleaning the garage? You, on the other hand, will come home, see Daddy cleaning the garage, shoot up the peace sign, say, hey, Dad, give him your secret handshake, and then go upstairs to your room and turn on Fortnite. That's the difference
Or
between...
do homework.
or do homework.
It's mostly
Or
Fortnite.
study.
I guess.
But it's usually
Not
Fortnite.
even Fortnite all the time.
It doesn't matter. No matter what, you're not going to volunteer to help your father unless he asks you. And that's not what a young man should be doing. Nobody should have to ask you. When you see that daddy needs help doing something, you should be compelled to volunteer to help. So we had that discussion, but he swore that Madison was the favorite. And I said, listen, if you have an attitude or if you're not as pleasant to be around and Madison is more pleasant to be around, or she helps, or, you know, when daddy has a new interest, Madison's all into it. Oh, tell me about this. Tell me about that. Oh, did you need to buy that? Don't you have enough of those? Why'd you have to buy another one of those? And it's like negative, negative, negative. Whereas when Madison talks to daddy about things that he's interested in, it's positive, positive, positive. So your energy is different from his. So it doesn't mean that he favors her. It just means that, damn it to hell, he just might prefer to be around her. So if he wants to go to the juice store and get a juice, he might say, hey, Madison, you want to take a ride? Because he knows that if he asks you, you'll be like, no, I'm good. You could bring me back one though. You know, so there's a difference. So anyway, Logan and I had a 2-hour conversation where I really tried to explain to him everyone's point of view and really go in depth as far as how everyone in the house feels. And I also had to express to him that I understand how he feels, because when it was just he and I think he felt a little bit safer to tell me how he feels and what his thoughts were. Is that true?
Yeah.
So I think we went, like I said, a little bit deeper, and I kind of tapped into his thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And we kind of came to terms. And I told him that if he puts his best foot forward, that I will quarterback the whole situation, and I will make sure that everybody in the house, including him, is accountable for their actions. So if he puts his best foot forward and he's nice to Madison and she greets him with an attitude, that she's going to be held accountable for her attitude.
Correct.
And did that make you feel safe?
Yes.
And did it make you feel like, wow, I can do that because now I know that it's not going to be one-sided?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that your big issue is fairness and you just feel like everything in the house is unfair. And I know that that's what makes you have an attitude. And then what we wind up seeing is this domino effect or the snowball effect where it's resentment and old feelings, and then that snowball does a 360, more resentment, more old feelings, and another 360, and it just continues and continues and continues, and then it turns into this big monster that's kind of hard to tackle. And when we had that conversation, what I felt is that it was hard to backtrack and figure out where all these resentful feelings came from. So it's like we really had to pull it apart and figure it out. So let me ask you a question. How'd you feel after that conversation?
I felt better about the situation.
Into the mic.
Oh, sorry. I felt better about the situation. I know I was still grounded, but I understood more, and you helped me understand, like, okay, it's fair, and I can speak to someone, and like, if I tell you, you'll say something to Madison, whether I thought that if I told Dad, nothing would happen. So it made me feel like I could be treated fair.
Yes, because it's not as though nobody wants to treat you fair, because what I had to explain to Logan is the word reputation. Okay?
Yeah.
Your reputation is comprised of all of your previous behaviors and actions, the things that come out of your mouth, the way that you represent yourself. So when we're talking about fairness, he'll come to us and say, hey, Mom, X, Y, and Z happened between me and Madison. And a big problem that he had is that we would jump to believe what Madison said. And that's not fair.
Right.
And what I tried to explain to him, I said, it could be a situation where it's you and Madison and X, Y, and Z did happen, and you could have been 100% right.
Right.
But if 5 times in the past a similar situation took place and you were 100% wrong, that 6th time that you come to us, yes, we are going to assume that you were at fault yet again. And he asked me, well, what if in that situation I was right? I said, you know what the world is going to tell you as you go through it and you get older and you're at work and you're furthering your education and you have a girlfriend and you have more friends? The world is going to tell you 2 bad.
Right.
Because it's all about your reputation. People will treat you based on what you have represented yourself to be in the past. I said, so what you have to do is you have to clean up your reputation in this house.
Right.
And you have to start. You have to put your best foot forward. And then we'll all start believing you once you start representing yourself to be a thoughtful, kind, helpful, and respectful teenager in this house. And to be fair to you, I feel as though it's only gotten worse and it's only gotten to this fever pitch because things have just been compiling, and you're not just a kid, you're human beings with your own feelings and your own points of view. So I know that it's been a little difficult for you, especially when you feel like you don't have a voice, or what you say doesn't count, or when you say something, nobody believes you, or anytime that, anything happens, you're the one that's getting in trouble. I know it feels that way. And what I had to explain to you as well is that you may feel a certain way, but the way that everybody on the outside is looking in looks at it differently. So we really just had to take that conversation as an opportunity to get on the same page.
Right. So yesterday, Gia came up to me and was like, hey, Logan's been good. Why don't we take him off punishment for a little bit? And I'm like, no. She was like, well, why don't we just give him the phone for a little bit? And I'm like, no. I said, Madison.
I said, an hour. Can you get his phone for an hour?
I said, no. I called Madison and I said, Madison, let me ask you a question. Madison, do you think...
Now, mind you, with Madison, he done went to the mall with Madison.
I was her chariot.
He carried Madison's bags. He went into all the chick stores and sat in the waiting room while she's trying on jeans. She's coming out. He's giving her his opinion. Like, he's doing stuff
that a brother
he
should
would
do.
That was extreme. That he would have never done, because typically it'd be, hey, Logan, you want to come with me to the mall? No. Really, you sure? Because we can go to Dave & Buster's afterwards. We can go get something to eat. We can go get ice cream. No, I'm good. Have a good time, Addie.
Right.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Right.
Like, that's how it would go. So this time he's like, damn, I get to get out of the house. If only I go with Maddie. So yeah, you were there carrying, like, I don't know, Forever 21 bags, right?
Yep.
So Madison, I said, Madison, do you think he's changed because he's on punishment, or do you think he's really changed? She was like, I don't know, Dad. He was like, he's very nice, though. I said, okay. I said, well, this is what I'm going to do. I said, tomorrow, we're going to tape this podcast. And I said, you're going to plead your case of why you should be off punishment. I said, if I feel like it's a great case and that you pleaded well and I feel like you're a changed individual, then you're off. If not, then you're not going to be watching any of the NBA playoffs until next year. So, Logan Casey.
Yes.
Logan Tyler Casey.
Wait. Before he states his case, I want to ask him. So have you been feeling for the past 11 days since you've been nicer? How's it been? How's it affected you? Have you had any epiphanies?
A lot of sleep. I got a lot of sleep. Caught up on a lot of Z's. Felt a lot better, but at the same time, I was pretty bored. Had nothing really to do.
I know you're bored. That was the point.
Yeah.
I want to know what you've learned, how you feel. Like, has anything changed as far as your perspective?
Yeah, I got along better with Madison. I'm getting along better with you and Dad. Mm-hmm. So a lot of things got better. Like, we all talk more than I used to before I got grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we talked a lot before, you and I.
I talked to you a lot.
Right. But now I feel as though you're talking more to everybody else.
Yeah.
Right? And how does that feel?
Feels good knowing that I'm actually like a part of the family. And
instead of in your cave.
In my cave.
In the room with your headset in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Don't you feel more human?
Yeah.
Because wait, before you plead your case, I do want to say this. And I haven't told you this. Stop playing with that. I haven't told you this. But I really feel, and maybe some of you parents out there may be able to relate, when we post this podcast, I would love if you could leave some comments, because I want a broader opinion. But I really feel as though Fortnite is dehumanizing you. I feel as though you are so obsessed with that game and these tournaments and everything that you play that you're not as much a part of the family as you used to be before you started playing that game, because you're always there. You're always, whenever I walk into your room, it's always your back with the headset. Now that you've been off punishment, you're out and about in the house, and you come in here. If I'm watching TV, you come, you lay down, you're asking me what's going on. You're hanging out more with dad. You go, hey, Maddie, what's going on? Like, you are more of a person. And I feel as though, kind of like, babe, kind of like how this generation, I feel as though they don't really know how to communicate as well as our generation, because it's so much social media, it's so much texting, it's all of that Snapchat, where I feel like teenagers and maybe people in their 20s don't really know as well as we did how to pick up the phone and just have a conversation, or come and see each other and spend time and communicate in more conventional ways.
Right.
I feel as though the technology is moving people away from that.
Right.
And I kind of feel like for Logan and maybe other teenagers that are obsessed with gaming, it kind of takes them away from society, almost like a damn avatar. Like, I have this fictitious world, and I don't really need too much of anything else, because I'm having all of my fun, my enjoyment, my entertainment, my communication with the other kids that I'm playing right here. So I'm satisfied. But I don't think that's a good kind of satisfaction. What do you think about that, Logan?
I think that...
Into the mic.
Oh, sorry. I think that I was in my room most of the time trying not to get in trouble, because my thing was, if I leave, I'm probably going to get in trouble. So what I did was, when I get home, I do my homework, I study, I play. If it's a Friday, I'll go outside, I'll play with my friends, then I'll get picked up, and then I'll go to practice. I don't think I feel like for some people it might be dehumanizing them, but I think my case was more, if I leave my cave, I'm gonna get in trouble, and then I'm not gonna have my cave.
I don't agree. And when you talk like this in the mic, because you're moving it in it, you can hear it.
Okay.
I don't agree, and the reason I don't agree is this:
You don't agree with me, or don't agree with him?
I don't agree with him, and the reason I don't agree with him is because I watch him play Fortnite, right? And Fortnite is a game where they're shooting people, shooting each other. It's a very competitive game, and I'm not, he's not. I don't think Logan's the kid that's gonna grab a gun and go shoot some kids. But what was that laugh for?
That was just so random.
I know. Daddy says random
from
things
a
in this
game
podcast.
Right, but let me explain, because a lot of kids, they get really into the game, but Logan got into the game and got competitive, and what I started to realize is his competitiveness in that game leaked out to our family. So when he's talking to people on the line, oh, shoot him, dummy, shoot him, was the same way he started talking to his siblings, London and Jackson.
Well, not that extreme.
Not that extreme.
Not even remotely as extreme. But maybe, I thought that maybe some of the aggression from the game was kind of bleeding into his personality.
Correct. And I didn't like that. So now that he hasn't had this game, he's been the nicest kid. The nicest kid in the world.
The nicest kid, like ever. Like the nicest kid ever. And, you've always been, to me, like the sweetest child. Like you have a big heart. You have a big heart. Like, you always, ever since you were little, you always wanted to help anyone in need. I could never pass a homeless person without you begging me to give them money. And I've told stories about that in the past on the podcast. Any opportunity to help, I guess, anybody outside of your family, you would jump at the chance, and you're sweet. It's always, you come home, the hugs and kisses, you lay in the bed, you want to talk and tell me about your day and all of these things. And, you like when you lay down and I play in your hair and all these sweet things. Like, you're the sweetest, but for some reason your angst and I don't know, just like your attitude had spiraled up until 11 days ago.
Right. And I just didn't like the fact that, let's say it's raining outside and you and Madison come back and, I asked Madison to pick something up. When she pulls up to the front of this house, you're going to run inside and leave Madison outside.
No, I'd grab the bags that I just went out to get.
No, you wouldn't. You would leave Madison outside and run inside and be like, all right, whatever. It's dark outside. If there's a bear, you're on your own. That would be
Yes. There was a bear.
Yeah, you would run and leave it. Yeah, that's my problem. Or
and that's okay.
I mean, I'll throw something at the bear, but I'm going to Come on, Madison, run. But like,
Come on,
what do
Madison.
you want me to do? You want me
All
to punch the bear?
But
I'm
that
saying
was
you never leave your sister.
part of the conversation that we had during our 2-hour conversation. I felt as though he was losing his gentlemanly ways.
Absolutely.
Like when it comes to females. And the last thing that I will do is raise a young man that's not a gentleman towards females.
Not a man, like eat no matter what. And I'm not saying you do this, but I can be tired. I can work and just got off a flight and not sleep in 10 hours. And let's say Irma just got groceries and she's out there getting the groceries in. I could be tired as a motherfucker and say, you know what? I'm going to sit there and help her pull in the groceries. If Madison says, Dad, I need to do an interview with you and I'm tired, I will wake up and do the interview with her. And my problem with you is I can be outside cleaning or mom could be doing something and you'll be like, hey guys, and keep it moving and see us doing it. And not even say, hey, do you need a little help? Dad, you want me to help you in the garage?
That's called selfish.
To the point where Madison is helping me carry 150-pound items. And you're like, well, Dad, you got 15 minutes because I got a tournament in 15 minutes. And I'm like,
very selfish.
I'm thinking to myself, fuck your tournament. And the reason I think like that, and because it's not once, it's not twice, every time you have a damn tournament. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, I wonder, one day when he has something to do, I should be like, oh, I got a tournament. I can't do it. It's not about that. It's about wanting to help. If I got to travel, I can call Maddie and be like, yo, Maddie, pack my bags. Madison will pack my wife beaters, my underwear, my socks, my shoes, this, that, and the other. If I call you, you'd be like, oh, Dad, I don't know where it is. I
don't know how to pack a bag.
I don't know how to pack a bag. In this portion of the Casey Crew podcast is brought to you by MAC Cosmetics. MAC Power Kiss Lipstick is moisture matte lipstick of your dreams. It's matte reinvented. Now, what does matte do for you, baby?
I've told you this before.
Tell me again.
You asked me this before. Matte lipstick provides a dull finish as opposed to a shiny finish.
Does your daughter use matte?
She does.
Maddie, you use matte?
Yeah.
You like it?
Uh-huh.
Generic as hell. All right. The Powder Kiss lipstick comes in 24 gorgeous colors with a wide range of pinks, nudes, reds, and plums to complement any skin tone. Get into totally new lip experience with the Powder Kiss lipstick. Head to your nearest MAC location and meet your MAC today or shop at MACCosmetics.com.
Love MAC.
In this portion of the Casey Crew podcast is brought to you by ProCure. Effective natural skincare products are essential with ProCure. You can feel better about feeling better. Their products are powered by science and enriched with nature with guilt-free formulas that really work and you can trust. Now, Madison uses it on her skin. And Madison, how do you like it? Say it out loud so they can hear you.
I love it.
Well, how do you love it? Cleans your face, wipes off the pimples, make sure you get money?
Yep.
Okay.
Wipes off the pimples.
Well, you know what I mean. It helps with the pimples. Now, try ProCure's hydrocortisone and Rosa Care today and get a special $3 discount on Amazon using the code 3KCCrew. Just go to procureheals.com/KCCrew to be directed to Amazon where you'll get a special $3 discount with the code 3KCCrew. That's the number 3 plus Casey Crew, all one word. And make sure you type in all caps procureheals.com/Casey Crew, code 3Casey Crew. If you need something to help you with your face, whether it's red, bumpy skin, or whatever it may be, ProCure can help. So why should we let you off of punishment, Logan?
Hold on.
Tyler.
Me and my attorney
Casey.
have written a statement.
All right, I'm listening to it.
Thank you.
Who's your attorney, Benz?
Yep, Benz is my attorney. The first thing I would like to touch on is when I did not say goodbye.
Okay.
I just woke up. I was sleeping, right? I got a call and I woke up and I was like, oh, she's here. So I went downstairs in the kitchen. I was like, hi, Dad. I didn't have an attitude. I wasn't being rude. I was like, oh, he let her in. I thought the bye was in the hi. I thought it played into the role.
So you thought hi meant bye?
I thought hi meant, okay, I'm leaving. See you later. I thought it was
He's
self-explanatory.
saying that he thought that he acknowledged your presence and showed you that respect. And he thought that since you buzzed Mercedes in, that you knew she was there. So when he said hello, he acknowledged you. That's what he's saying.
That doesn't make sense to me.
It does.
It makes
total
sense. I
sense.
understand how he felt that
because
way.
you said hi, but you walk out and don't even say goodbye. And not only that, your mom is somebody that's always here. And we've had this conversation about leaving the house or coming in the house and not saying hi, goodbye. So even if you didn't say goodbye to me, that's why I came upstairs before I jumped the gun and said, babe, did he say goodbye to you?
I was tired. I wasn't even thinking about Mom. I went right through the kitchen. I'm like,
That's your problem. You wasn't thinking about Mom. You wasn't thinking about anything about yourself. Okay.
I was sleeping. Have you ever woke up and you're like, wow, I'm tired? And then you get into Ant's car and you knock right out and you'll be like, oh, I forgot to do this, and
Ask
this.
Mom how many times I ever walked out this house without saying goodbye.
You sleep right next to her. How if you forgot that should be an issue?
Touche. All right, go ahead.
You're gonna pull up your statement,
I'm pulling up my statement.
but I do understand.
You understood?
Yes, but
That's why I was mad.
But here's the thing. It should be, and this is why I said that you needed to be reprogrammed. Whenever you walk into this house, you should say hello to everyone. And whenever you leave this house, it should be goodbye to everyone. And you should be programmed to do that. Do you understand? So regardless of, oh, I thought this, I thought that, I thought I acknowledged you. This way, there's no room for miscommunication.
Mm-hmm.
You know what respect looks like.
Let me be honest with you, right? You know why me and Mommy get into an argument when we get into arguments?
No.
It's not because of what I did or what she did.
It's never what I did. Let's be real.
Never what Mom did, right?
It's always because of what you did.
All right, whatever.
Just saying.
It's always because of the way it was handled, right?
Right.
Now, when I called you on that court, when you walked home, the first thing I would have did was I would have laid on the sword. If I wasn't wrong and I wasn't trying to be an asshole, I would have been like, Dad, let me just say this. When I said hi to you, it was acknowledging you and this, that, and the other. When you walked in the house, you was like, hey, Dad, I thought you let her in. So, I was
trying, but you were obviously not feeling it.
No.
I was going to try.
It's the way that you handle it. You should have came in laying on the sword. Dad, I just want to say I apologize. When I said hi to you, and I would have heard. All I heard was you just talking some shit like, damn, I know I'm about to get fucked up. I know I'm about to be put on punishment. I'm just going to say anything. You didn't have that conversation. So that's why you had. Now you having grown man talk. What else is there? Go ahead.
I tried.
Come on, read your statement.
On the statement. That was all me.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I've been in solitary confinement for almost 2 weeks. During that time, I was able to reevaluate my doings. I learned my lesson and feel as though I should be released on good behavior. I've been more active with my family members in doing what I should have been doing all along. My consistency and commitment to do better is part of my plan. People deserve second chances, and my attorney and I would like to thank you for your time and consideration.
That's all you got?
That's it?
Yes.
I expected more. I'm not going to lie. I thought there was more.
That's all you got?
Okay, so you just read that off of your phone. Now talk to me. Real talk.
What do you mean?
I mean, that was impressive.
Yes.
Short, but impressive.
He didn't write that, but go ahead.
I did write that.
I think he did write that.
You wrote that?
Yeah, the 3 C's.
What are the 3 C's?
Hold on, let me get back.
You got to look up the 3 C's.
Hold on.
One of them, I think.
It was
consistency,
commitment,
consideration,
and consideration.
All right, so now say it in your own words, bro.
3 C's.
Say it in your own words now, bro.
I think that I've been playing my part as a member in this family for the last 11 days.
and 15 hours.
And 15 hours and probably like 45 minutes and 23 seconds probably. But I think that I've learned my lesson, and I think I became a better family member to everybody in this time.
And why do you think that happened? The threat of punishment?
No,
Or did you really realize that the way you were moving wasn't the way that you were supposed to be moving?
It took me a couple days to realize it, but after...
I told Mommy that, but go ahead.
What do you mean?
I told Mommy, I said the first 2 days he's going to sleep. And now come out of his room. I said, then the next 2 days he's going to just play with his siblings.
He's going to go play with the babies.
I didn't play with them.
I said, and then after that he'll have a conversation with you. But go ahead.
I had a conversation the first day.
It was like the second or third day. It wasn't the first day. You slept the first 2 days.
First day?
No,
It might have been the second day. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Whatever. But
there's cameras everywhere, bro. I know what you do when you.
Daddy's
that's the
always
camera.
watching
That's
us. You didn't know that? It's very weird and creepy. But when he's
Right?
not in his house, he's always on his phone on those cameras. Just so you know.
that's a little weird.
Yeah, it is. But go ahead.
Go ahead.
But I think that after the first 2 days, I came out. I was more talking to everybody. I spoke to Irma. I spoke to Mom. I was speaking to you. I patched amends with Madison, and I think I just became a better person.
Do you feel like a better person?
For me, I feel it's hard to tell if you feel like a better person.
What do you mean?
I feel like I'm doing better. I feel like I have done better.
But are you happier? Because to me, you look happier. Are you happier?
Well, like people get happiness from doing different things.
So since you're not playing Fortnite, you're not all that happy?
But I'm still happy because I'm living. I'm happy.
I'm living.
I'm breathing. I'm eating. I'm happy. But happiness comes from different things.
So your soul doesn't feel happier and cleaner now that there's like a reciprocity going on. Like you're being sweet to everybody and everybody in return is being sweet to you. Don't you feel that way?
I feel it.
So being the recipient of all this sweetness, doesn't that make you happy? Doesn't it make you feel better? You look lighter and happier to me. So you don't feel that in your soul?
I feel it. I definitely do.
Did I just talk you into feeling it? Because now I'm confused.
You made it more relatable to me.
Well,
now you understand what I mean when I say happy?
Yeah. Because I was like, happiness comes from different things. I could get happy eating whatever, doing whatever.
Eating your Applebee's that you order every day.
Yes, every day.
Well, let me explain something to you, right?
Right.
We all do things that we necessarily don't want to do. And when we don't want to do it, it might not be because we don't want to do it. Maybe we're tired. Maybe we're just frustrated. Maybe we got other shit to do. For instance, everybody knows the story that listens that, you're not going to the same school that you went to this year, and you're going to another school. And one of the coaches was like, because you haven't decided what school you want to go to, you can't work out with the team. And I told you and I told Mom, I said, you know what? If they don't want to work out with you or they're not allowing you to work out with them, fuck them. I'll work out with my son every day, even if I'm tired, right? So for when you were acting right, I would get my sleepy ass up and go downstairs and work out with you. To the point where me and Mommy would halfway argue because we would be in the middle of talking. We'd be in the middle of watching television. We'd be in the middle of grown-up stuff. And I'd be like, babe, I got to go downstairs and work out with Logan, right? Mm-hmm. Right. And I would take my tired ass down there and work out with you because I made that promise to you. Now, that was because I felt the change in you. Like Mommy said, we're raising a young man to be a real young man. Not to be, an asshole, not to be
You're nothing if
somebody
you don't have
that
respect.
feels like, they're better than the world. You treat the maintenance guy like you treat the president. And that's what you do. That's what I see in you. And that's what I respect about you. You're a little selfish at times, and we have to get you out of that. And I mean, in the last 11 days, Mommy said you've changed, and hopefully we'll get to see that. I love you. I respect you. I think you're going to be a great young man. I think better than me, hopefully better than me. It's just some things that you have to do. Yes, we work hard. We do well. We have a nanny. We have a cleaning person. But when it comes to this house, there's a lot of things that need to be done. We're doing a lot. We're moving a lot of directions. If it's not Top Pop, it's My God versus My Enemies. It's the Breakfast Club. It's the podcast. It's the parties. It's the real estate. It's the seminars. It's the juice bar. It's a lot of things that we are doing, continuing doing. And I'm also traveling, doing shows. So a lot of that is we need you to help pick up the slack, There's nothing that you want in your life that you have never got. And it's not about want as far as gifts. We're always there to support you, whether it's training, whether it's at your game, whether it's helping you with your homework, we're there. And the same respect that we give you is what we expect in return. When me and Mommy were kids, we had chores. We had to make the bed. We had to wash dishes, take out the trash. There was different things that we had to do. And we had to do it. And not only because our parents were trying to show us responsibility, but also that our parents needed help. My parents didn't have a nanny. We had a cleaning service once a month. I'm sure Mom was the same. So for that, we need some help. Your brother, Jackson, 4 years old. I'm not here all the time. A lot of the stuff that I was able to do with you, I can't do with him. Why? Because I'm setting up the future for you guys. I always tell everybody, if you want to grow up and say, Dad, I want to work, I want to be a sanitation worker. I want you to be a sanitation worker, but we're going to make it a business and buy sanitation trucks. I want to make sure that I leave something for you guys that my parents didn't leave for me.
Well, they're not gone yet.
I know, but
so
I mean, like a business that
they're still around.
No, I mean, like a business something that you have. And that's why I work so hard. And that's why I try to continue so that, when I'm gone, I leave a legacy that you have, that you can run and that you can control. And then when you have your kids, you teach them the same, and then they can control it. And that we have something big that leaves a mark on the world, and not only financially, but also helps people. So that's why, a lot of things that we do, I go so hard for. But that being said, I expect a lot from you. I expect that when Dad's not home, you're outside throwing the ball with Jackson. You're outside playing kickball. You can be like, well, he doesn't know how to catch. You know why? Because
nobody taught him.
Nobody taught him. And, it's sad because he has two sisters his age, so he's always running around playing with his sisters. But that's fine. But, there's certain things that,
boys
as a
do.
big brother, I need you to help me. Help him learn how to play video games. Help him learn how to ride a bike. And I'm out there as well, and I'm doing it as well. But
when Daddy's not here, you should step up to the plate because you're 15 years old.
Absolutely. And that's what I expect from you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you say, Dad, I want to go to the playoffs game. I've never been on a playoff game and I want to sit courtside. I try to make it happen for you.
Yeah.
When you say, Dad, I want to go see the Yankees play, I try to make it happen for you. When you say, Dad, I want to go see the Giants playoff game in Green Bay and it's fucking 10 degrees below and I buy tickets and we can't make it, I try to make it happen for you, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So there's certain things that I expect from you. And it's not that I like Madison more than you or like Brooklyn more than you or London or Jackson. It's the fact that we all have roles and I expect things from you. Like, for instance, Brooklyn is 2 years old, right? The other day, Madison went into school to pick up Brooklyn and Brooklyn was like, I don't like you. I like Irma. And Madison's feelings were hurt.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Madison's feelings was hurt, but like Madison was cursing Brooklyn out.
The whole way home.
Right?
Wait. Hold on. Let me just tell you what she said. I'm sorry, just because you brought it up. Madison said, all right, well, tonight when I'm putting you to sleep, I'm not going to cuddle with you. You know what Brookie said to her?
What?
That's okay. I gonna cuddle myself. But she was telling her off like that the whole way home. And I'm sitting there like, gosh, I'm the mom. I should kind of put an end to this. But it was a little too entertaining.
But the point of that is Madison's 17 years old, mad at a 2-year-old. Like, come on, we got to be, you know, she's 2. You know, of course she's going to say certain things. Yeah, she's 2. Yeah, you know, but with that being said, I expect you to do a bunch of things.
She embarrassed her in front of the whole classroom.
Yeah, no. But there's certain things I expect, you know, like little things. The smallest things matter. Every day you walk into the house, there'll be a box outside. You leave that box right motherfucking there and be like, I ain't see no box because you ain't look. Don't look.
It's hard. I don't see
You have to
it.
be
It's
more
like
responsible.
It's like invisible.
Right. You have to be more responsible. You have to be more aware of your environment if that's the case.
And I expect that from you. So back to your punishment. Me and Mom had the conversation. I will take you off punishment.
Okay.
You?
Oh, we will take him off punishment.
Word, it's like that?
I'm the one that broke his shit up. You just watched. We will take you off punishment, but there are going to be some rules and regulations.
Okay.
Meaning you're not 100% off punishment.
Okay.
You're on probation.
You're on probation. All right. Now, this is how probation works. Fortnight.
Okay.
Only on the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That is it.
Hold on. How do you feel about that?
I don't like that.
What kind of modification do you suggest?
I play like instead of watching, I don't watch TV. Like,
It's true. He doesn't watch TV.
I don't watch TV. What happens is Madison will watch TV for, let's say, she does homework, then she watches TV or watches whatever for 2 hours, right? That's my 2 hours of TV since I don't enjoy TV. You guys think I play that game all day. I don't. That's my TV. And then I do whatever I have to do.
Right, but my
That's
problem
my TV.
is when you have that game, you don't leave that cave. And I like the fact that I can see you more, and I like the fact that I see your face. So,
Because you're so handsome.
so
Thanks.
when it comes to Fortnite, we're going to start with the weekend only. Weekend only. This weekend is Memorial Weekend. So if you guys are just hearing this, it was last weekend. I'll let you rock with it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
But
Yeah.
wait, are we going to be here?
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be here.
Well, Monday we're not going to be here.
Right. Well, you can rock it those days. And Tuesday through Thursday, no Fortnite. Friday, Saturday, Sunday of the next week, you can rock it. Monday through Thursday, no Fortnite. So 4 days a week with no Fortnite. Until you show me a change. If you continue to show me a change, then I'll open up the jail a little bit more and give you a bigger space. Now, as far as phone is concerned, you can have your phone back.
Okay.
You can have your cable box back.
Thanks. I never knew like how important that cable box was.
You thought it was only there to tell you the time.
No, it was. I never knew it was there to tell me the time. Like, you glance at it and you know, but you don't realize it. So that was important.
Okay.
You're in like a time vacuum.
Yeah.
And that is pretty much it. When you're on your phone throughout the week, Monday through Thursday,
Okay.
no Fortnite.
I can't play it on my phone.
And you can't watch
Wait,
it on
wait,
your
what?
phone because he likes to watch Fortnite.
I can't watch it?
No, you cannot watch it on your phone Monday through Thursday.
That's
No, I
Whoa.
think that's too much.
No, because it's the same infatuation. He will sit there for hours watching other people play Fortnite. So no, I don't. I want him to be.
I don't watch anything.
No. This is
like I'm grounded still.
no, you're doing too much. You're doing too. You know,
not grounded.
no, stop.
But
You're
he
doing
has to
too
do
much.
other things in Fortnite.
No. I know you're doing too much. I say that he should get Fortnite privileges on Wednesdays.
No. He has Friday.
No, but that's the
He
issue.
has
That's my
Saturday
TV.
and Sunday.
That's what I
So
enjoy
what's he gonna
watching.
do?
This is my Game of Thrones.
Okay, and I'm giving it to you Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I only have Game of Thrones one day a week. That's one day a week. You having Fortnite 3 days
Your
a week.
real estate center is my Fortnite. That's what I like. That's
But this
my
is
hobby.
different. This is my. It's not a hobby. It's my job. It's how I make money.
That's how I make money. I made a decent amount of money playing that
You
game.
made a couple $100,
true.
which is great.
I did.
And you will do it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday
I
because your
can't.
focus is school. That's your focus. Your focus is school, not Fortnite.
But hold on,
School
hold
up
on.
until next year. I'm in the 8th grade
let me insert
reclass
my
program
opinion.
system.
Truth be told, he spends majority of his day at school and then the majority of his evening at practice.
Correct.
Almost, I would say 5 days a week. Am I right?
Or I'm lifting.
If he
in the basement.
has a little 30 minutes a day during the week to play Fortnite, I don't think that that's excessive.
Well, I do. And let me explain to you why. I'm giving him 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? I want him to step outside of Fortnite. I want him to do more things outside of Fortnite. Get out that motherfucking room. Watch TV with us. You know, we can watch movies. I don't care. Come in here
when
and say,
you're not home, let's say mom's watching ID. I don't like watching ID because I have nightmares about people killing each other.
well, then play with your brother and sister. That's the
Then
time.
they're not home until
That's-
6.
That's the time and opportunity to say, you know what? I am going to play with my brother.
They're not home
Or-
until 6, and
Okay.
I'm
You're
gone
not
at
home,
6.
they're not home.
Okay,
What does he
6.
do?
Well, from 3 to 6, from 3 to 6,
We
he has
can't
homework.
agree on 30 minutes a day.
I'm in an 8th
Definitely
grade
not 30 minutes a
reclass
day.
program. We
No.
don't.
Okay, what about 1 hour on Wednesdays?
But I that's still difficult.
Why?
This
Why?
is my
Why?
TV.
1 hour Wednesday?
This is my TV.
I don't care.
I
You might
can't-
need to find
What-
some shows that you like.
Yeah, you need
Logan.
some shows that you watch. Absolutely.
then I'm gonna
Because I
get-
don't like Fortnite. Because I don't like the way you talk to people on Fortnite, and I don't like how it does. I think it kills people's social communications.
I
and
mean, I
don't like
agree
it.
with all of that.
So-
That's why we're
TV be the
trying to
same
reach
thing?
a compromise. We're trying to reach a happy place
But I don't think they're. That's
where
okay.
everyone can be satisfied.
Although you might not believe,
I don't want
so,
you to suffer.
But depending on what you do, and depending on what shows you watch, it can actually help you. You know what I mean? No disrespect. Madison watches Shark Tank. I like Shark Tank. You know why?
I used to watch Shark Tank,
Exactly.
but
You
it's
used
too
to watch
hard
Shark
to follow.
Tank. All right. Well, you have to start watching again.
too hard
Shark
to
Tank.
follow.
Shark
Hard to
Tank
follow.
is an amazing show that
do you
teaches
mean it's
people
hard
about
to
investing,
follow?
and that's what I like. When I watch some of these shows, the HG channel, the news, those are stuff that puts in your brain what's going on in the world. It teaches you about politics, teach you about investing, it teach you about a lot of different things.
HG
That just
channel teaches you about decorating.
Right. Well, it teaches about houses, though. They got houses and how much
I'm
houses
just
are
kidding
worth
with
and
you.
all that other stuff. Teaches you about real estate. You can watch those shows all day long. I don't care. Those shows are beneficial to the brain. You can watch movies. I told you about what is it? Marshall, the show, Thurgood Marshall, that I think you should watch. I told you about The Hate You Give, which I think is another show that you should a movie that you should check out. There's a lot of things that I think you should check out, but not just Fortnite, bang bang, shoot 'em up, kill, motherfucker. No, that's it. So
Well, hold on. You don't use those words.
no, he doesn't. I watch him. I watch him on the camera too and all that. But I am going to say this. I will give you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this weekend, you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you can actually start today because you have no school or work tomorrow.
Because my thing is,
You have to listen to what he's saying as well.
I'm listening.
though.
I'm listening.
Okay.
No, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't want to play all day. On Friday, I want to practice.
Wait, hold on, guys. Mercedes is calling. Hey, Benz.
Hey,
So Logan is in the midst of pleading his case right
Oh, she's
now.
downstairs? You downstairs, Ben?
She must have just pulled up. Are you in front of the house?
yeah.
Okay, so he's won,
Give me 10
but he's on
minutes.
You what?
he's on probation, and he's negotiating his terms with us right now. So let me ask you to weigh in. How do you feel about Fortnite? And do you think that Rashawn said that he should only get it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? I'm trying to negotiate a Wednesday in there as well,
Wednesday
or
would work.
maybe 30 minutes a day. Rashawn is pretty much hell bent on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that's it. What are your thoughts?
Okay, Friday.
Knowing
Saturday,
that you're his
Sunday.
attorney, you're his
Attorney.
attorney right now.
Okay, for how long? How long is it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Until we see more of a change. This is just a probation time where if we see more change, then we'll open it up a little
Not
bit.
more change, but if the change
Continues.
if it continues,
And the reason
Continues?
and the
If
reason
it's
being is
consistent?
and the
Yes.
reason being
Well,
is
then can we negotiate and say Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for like the next 2 weeks, and then revisit it?
yes,
Wait, but here's
absolutely.
hold on, because I haven't talked to Mercedes, so she's on the bandwagon of, okay, let's try to get you this much, and this much, because you have nothing right now. But my thing is, that's my TV, and if I can't play, I'm like, okay.
But this,
If I can't play,
so
I'd rather watch.
Daddy is
well, this is
saying
the thing.
to spread your interest amongst other things.
What am I
Find
gonna,
joy.
What am I going to do
well,
from
this-
3
this-
to 6?
in watching other things.
You have to figure it out. Well, this is the thing, right? When you get out of jail, right?
Right.
You just don't get out of jail free. They put you in a halfway house, right? And a halfway house is to limit what you do. So you just don't go out and say, I'm free, bitch. It doesn't work like that. You're in a halfway house. And right now you're in a halfway house, right?
We'll discuss further.
Right, so
Halfway house wouldn't work because I'm only ungrounded
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can't.
no, you got your phone. You can watch television.
What do I watch
and this
on
is
phone?
Then you have
If
to
you
let him
and this is
if
the
you
thing.
watch my YouTube or whatever I watch this, and this, and
this-
some of it's Fortnite,
and this is
some
the
of
problem.
some of this is engineering.
And this is the problem. He says, I'm still, if I can't watch Fortnite, I'm still grounded. That's not it at all. And that's what I'm trying, and that's the mind
that's
frame I'm
parts.
trying to take you out of it.
Oh,
Fuck
by the
Fortnite.
way, Benz,
that's what I'm trying to say.
you're on the podcast. You're
Fuck
doing this on the
Fortnite.
podcast.
That's what I'm telling you. Fuck Fortnite. I'm giving
sorry, I
you
didn't
3
tell you
days
that.
of Fortnite.
It's okay.
You can figure out other things to do. And the whole thing is, it's like you're like a crackhead right now to Fortnite. Listen to yourself. I can't, I need Fortnite. I need Fortnite. You sound like a
That's
crackhead.
I don't like things.
I'll suck your from Fortnite. No, you won't.
I can't.
You're getting 3 days of
like
Fortnite.
watching TV.
Well, you're gonna
Kids
figure it
my
out.
age
Okay,
don't
so
watch
listen, we're going to
TV.
continue this conversation off the podcast.
No.
Because I don't think it's going to end.
No, but he has to
Give
go
us
to.
in the
Give us
next
10
5
minutes.
minutes.
Give us 10 minutes.
No, we're not going to talk
No,
about this for the next
10 minutes. We got this. I'm going to make you understand.
Well,
got
this
this?
is the thing, right? And
Listen, let me say.
you ever been to court? No. All right, this is how it works.
Man, Logan, it's so much better. Listen, Logan, it's 2 weeks of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's 2 weeks, and then we can revisit where if you continue to do what you're doing, you might be free.
No, because he's gonna have the same mindset. No, you have to listen. You have to think about it this way, right? What am I supposed to do from 3 to 6? Give me some options, right? What do I do from 3 to 6?
All right, from 3 to 6, you can do a couple of things. One, you can go outside and shoot basketballs.
I'm about to leave to go shoot basketball.
Two, you
for
can watch.
3 hours.
You can watch things on TV that will help you in life, not Fortnite.
I would rather not. I would rather.
I know what you would rather, but I'm telling you what will
on
benefit
YouTube,
you, young
there's
man.
stuff about engineering, and I like watching that. So
Okay,
for an
you can
hour-
watch that. I said you
Yeah.
can watch whatever you want, but it's just not going to be Fortnite.
But for the next hour, I want to play.
Okay, so
Fortnite.
like I said.
Well, hold on one
No,
thing.
no, no,
You can
no.
read a book.
Yeah. No, thank you.
But you know what you're not going to be doing? You're not going to be playing
He doesn't
Fortnite.
That's not fair.
Listen,
Okay.
life's not
Hello?
fair. Life's
Hello?
not fair.
Okay, so we're going to wrap this up right now.
Okay.
Mom,
We'll continue
talk to the mic, baby.
Oh, sorry. We'll continue the conversation afterwards, and when we start the next podcast, we'll let everyone know how his punishment
I'm
settled.
Judge Jenkins. I'm Judge Judy. I'm Judge Joe. I'm
Judge
Judge
Mathis.
Rashawn. I'm Judge Mathis. I'm Judge this.
Mayon.
And this
is
is-
it Mayon? Judge Mayon?
I don't know, but this is
Is that it?
this is the judge's
Oh
order.
my gosh, yes.
Right now,
All the judges?
Logan
them.
gets his phone back today. It can only play Fortnite Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Stop it.
I'm not having no other conversations. If you continue to talk, I'll take it away, and then you're only going to just have
You
it on
know,
Sunday.
Daddy, you're not.
Mommy, you understand. I'm
gonna talk to him. Did
listen.
you hear me? Did you
Okay.
just hear?
Listen
Did I
to-
shoot you the
listen.
side? I'm trying to
I
have your
didn't see it. I
back.
didn't
Be
see it.
quiet.
Say something else. Say something else.
Yeah, Logan.
Say something
You
else.
don't understand.
All right.
I'm sitting here. I'm trying to help.
Because in a second, you're not going to be able to watch none of the playoffs. All right.
right.
That's what I thought. So like I said, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can play Fortnite. Other than that, no. You can get your phone back and you can get your cable box back. And then we'll reconvene in 2 weeks. And I'm Judge Envy.
And I'm Judge Gia Casey.
And
plaintiff.
that was another edition of the case.
Wait, Logan. Say, and I'm the defendant.
I'm the defendant,
Logan Casey.
Logan Casey.
And that was you don't sound excited because I can
Oh,
put you
now
back
you
in
don't
jail.
sound happy. You
I can
sound
put you back
like
in jail.
the ungrateful
You want to go
defendant.
back in jail?
No, I don't want to go to jail.
Give me that phone. Pass me that
I
phone.
don't want to go to jail.
All right.
So wait. Before we end this, I want you to give us an ode as to how grateful you are for the fact that you're off of punishment and you've gotten so much of your C's consideration from us.
What did you just say?
Yes, I want you to tell me that you're grateful.
I am grateful.
Continue. I'm going to tell you what to say.
Oh, I
want
thought
to
I
know
was-
why you're grateful. Go ahead.
I thought I was following some oath.
Oh, no, not one of those. Go ahead.
What? I don't understand what you're saying.
I want you to say thank you, Mother Trucker.
I appreciate you guys, and I thank you guys for letting me off punishment.
Thank you.
That's it?
You
Because I need some fluff.
because of how well behaved I was.
This ain't about you. This is about us.
I don't.
Logan, I'll hold it to you. You have your phone. It's in front of you.
Yes,
I want to hear how you learned your lesson,
I have learned my lesson.
and I plan on continuing everything that I've put forth thus far.
And I plan on continuing everything I put forth thus far.
And if you
But I intend on getting even better, Mommy Chew.
I intend on getting even better, Mommy Chew.
Okay.
and I love you, Daddy Chew, more than Mommy Chew.
Never that. Just say never that.
Can't say it.
Say, okay.
I can't say anything.
All right, so
All right,
now
baby, love you.
Saturday and Sunday fortnight.
No!
All right,
All right.
go to practice. I'm DJ Envy,
And I am Gia Casey.
and that was another edition of the KC Crew.
Toodles.
And this portion of the KC Crew podcast is brought to you by MAC Cosmetics. MAC Powder Kiss Lipstick is matte reinvented. The new matte formula is where matte meets moisture, giving you the zero shine look of matte lipstick with an instant long-term hydration and a weightless cushiony texture. All right, now head to your nearest MAC location to meet your matte today or shop at maccosmetics.com right now.